Friends, fiends, I'm here with some beer and am ready to hit you with some story. When last we spoke, our pal Yusuf spanked his rival Barnock, sending him back to Kania to think about his life and choices. You'll recall that this hand of Kania had been a thorn in Yusuf's side for quite some time, and now it's done. Well, mostly. Anyhow, we pick up right as our party heads out from the scene, here in these Demon Days.
Combat is over. Barnock is dead as fuck. And you guys are all pretty beat up. It is, according to Fetter's watch, about 4 in the morning-ish. The city of Sky Point is pretty much asleep. Maybe locally a few people have stirred thanks to all the noise of the blasting and the fire and the swords and the weapons and the fighting. But they quickly go back to sleep. And soon you find yourselves amidst your devastation in complete silence. And you guys have started to move on. You've decided to head toward the Mengen Alar, and that's where we pick up.
John, did we loot shit? Did we do loot shits?
Did not do loot shits.
Okay.
No loot shits had happened.
So we can back up. I recall there was loot shits because I briefly remember you rifling through bodies.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to remember like the exact point where we cut off. I don't have that I got anything.
There was you hoisting each other up because you guys were so injured, and then you guys decided to start moving towards the Mengen Alar. So
okay, great.
You guys haven't actually moved. You've just decided to move. So we'll get...
But isn't deciding to move half the battle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's like trying to figure out what to watch on Netflix.
Jesus.
Okay, so yeah, we can just be walking. I don't as long as Drew feels happy with any of the Kania stuff, because he would have poofed out, right?
Yeah, he was sent back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he poofed out. I remember grabbing his sword so that it didn't go away with him. Like I took it.
Okay. Cool, then we're good.
Yeah, the rest of him, gonzo. Out of this material plane. And yeah, you guys start to move?
Like the other hired guns that he had, he got those from here, didn't he?
Correct. He enthralled a few people, got them to help him out, and they stayed. Their bodies are there. Some archers, a very hapless warlock.
Do we think there's perhaps a tavern that has fried food on the way back? It's been a long fucking day.
Look over it.
I want like a bacon, egg, and cheese, and then we can all go to bed. I'm so tired.
Do a
nudes. That's all I want is nudes.
That actually sounds really good.
Do a survival check.
Where's Noodle Boy?
I will take Slurpy Noodle Boy. Oh man, we're gonna run into him soon enough.
You gotta go back to Trost.
Survival check.
Yeah, because your senses. You're on the hunt for
a
baconator.
A baconator.
18. Survival
18?
check.
Maybe that's just me. 18? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't take you too long.
I mean, I'd take a baconator.
You find a place. It's one of those smaller huts that have all the seats outside and the cooking materials on the inside. So you're sitting out on booths outside and you can look into the kitchen. And it's just a sign that simply says, The Shack. And you see a fairly wizened old tabaxi moving back and forth with a speed that seems kind of shocking. Flipping burgers, making bacon, getting those smells going.
Making bacon.
Basically he's opening up. This is the first shift, as it were, and he is getting everything going, but you smell it, and your eyes just lock on at Feder. You smell it first, and then whip pan, zoom in.
Yeah.
and you see it over there. There's a faint light just way down the street.
Eye for detail.
Can we get
Molten bacon grease.
3 moons over Sky Point to go, please?
Oh my gosh.
And then whatever they want. Gang, this is the energy we're bringing to these couple
Oh my
episodes. So
God.
fucking strap the fuck in.
Jesus.
I'll show you strapping.
The Tabaxi, he nods. All right, I'll get it for you. Gets to work. Again, with a speed that's quick. Surprisingly quick for his gray fur. Gray mottled fur, aged cat thing that he's got going on. But he's quick. And those burgers are
Kobold.
there.
Stop it.
And sitting next to you is a kobold.
Who's also hungry.
I throw him a piece of bacon.
Actually, there is a kobold that has joined you in a nicer bit of attire, kind of trying to mimic nobility. And you say you hand him a little bit of bacon?
Oh, sure.
He's trying to mimic nobility?
Yeah. And he turns and takes it. I'm not a kid, you know.
All right. Hey, look, man, I was just trying to be whatever. Hey, you're quite well appointed, if I do say so myself.
Yes.
What news from the castle? We've been...
He looks up towards the Neil.
I was going to say, we teleported out of town briefly and then just got back. Obviously, time change and everything. So, what's going on?
Yes, I'm very well versed in the news of the Neil.
My passive insight is a 15, John.
Mm-hmm.
How full of shit is this guy?
So full of shit.
Okay.
Mine's a 26.
You see he doesn't know it.
Yeah.
He doesn't know jack shit. He is it is the old three
kobolds in a trench coat.
But
But he
sort of situation.
forgot the trench coat and the other two kobolds.
Yeah.
Which is funny because he's actually the middle one.
Oh, sure.
Currencies are up, trading is good, and the king is a bastard.
Great. Awesome. Cool. Hey, are those good to go? Can we go?
Yes, the
Feder, you ordered 3 for yourself, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Can you add 2 to that list, please?
Sure, I can get you
How
that.
many noodles, though?
You just he looks back at the steaming slabs of meat that he's making, and it's just that's all it is. It's just meat. She's no noodles.
Well, that's... I was trying to avoid, like, a second stop.
But I do have, and he throws a couple of these fairly well-made pouches. Some drinks to go.
Ooh.
They are some of my own special brew.
Delightful.
Enjoy. They're complimentary with all the burgers. So here you go. Just throws a bunch of them at you on this table.
Great.
And they're easy to grab, easy to take with you. The pouch is almost like a little mini flask.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just armfuls of food and drinks, and I'm just like, hey, Tosh, did you get everything you want? You good? You doing okay? Just like full monkey Luffy, like.
Yeah. You start to make your way back to the sink, doing your zigging and your zagging.
These are garlic patties.
Yeah, it's good.
It's not bad.
It doesn't take you too long. Well, with the zigging and the zagging and trying to avoid the pockets of city that are starting to wake up, it takes you a little longer, but eventually you make it back to the sink. And then, by extension, you make it back to the Manganalar and the Mysterio.
What is happening?
I was trying to put my headphones back on, and I had the little thing, the like plastic thing, stuck on the back of my head, so it was catching, and yeah.
It's
Got
a
it.
good. It's a vibe.
No,
It's a
it
good look.
actually is.
It's
From my
pretty-
side, though, it looks like Cousin It. It's just a mop. in
That's
front
fine.
of the
It
hair.
looks great
Well,
from here.
you know,
It's
I have
gorgeous.
to offset the lack of hair that you have.
I didn't think we have to roll initiative this early.
So the Manganalar, are they doing okay, John? Are they?
The
Well, they're all going,
funniest thing, too-
damn.
Don't touch
The
me.
funniest thing too is that
Don't touch me.
half my hair
Let
is
go.
gone. We have cut half my hair off, and I still have
away.
more than you.
You're still tithing to try to make it
It's
even.
it's surprisingly cold at the Carnival Mysterio. Very chilly over there. No, I mean, well, I guess It is kind of chilly because it is 5 in the
okay.
morning.
Yusuf has a lot of hair
Sure, he's very fuzzy.
on the top and on the bottom.
God damn it.
Can we go to bed? I'm so
Yes.
sleepy.
By now, you've come and go enough times to where the drow patrols around the Mysterio recognize you pretty quickly. More specifically, Taslinn. And they let you in. Wherever you want to sleep, the top deck, the bottom deck, Nax's room, wherever you want to go, you can go.
I'm going to follow Taz wherever she ends up.
Yeah, I'm still in the captain quarters.
Captain's quarters. A room that you are very familiar with. And it's as you left it. Everyone seems to be... Talanthane is down for the evening elsewhere. You didn't come across him when you arrived, but a drow mentioned that he would let Talanthane know you guys returned.
I am periodically over the course of a couple of these nights taking certain items and just shifting them ever so slightly, knowing that once we figure out how to bring Nax back,
He's going to be super pissed.
it will aggravate him.
Just watch you doing that like, oh my God, that's beautiful. I will say to the guards, hey, a couple things.
Yes?
Couple things. We just vanquished Canyon Kill Squad, so just keep an eye out for weird, infernal Mishigash. Anybody that doesn't look like you know them, treat them with great suspicion.
Okay.
Except for a couple of your fellows who are just stationed down in the mines have been liberated. They're coming back here with some with a bunch of gnomes. So we want to help relocate them, get them some provisions and things if we can. So keep your eye out for them. They we know they're coming and it's fine.
The drow you're talking to, it takes him a second to fully grasp the number when
Right.
you say gnomes.
Mm-hmm.
And as he realizes it, he nods. Okay, yes, we will start to prepare. I will let those above me know. And
Great.
I'm sure Talanthane will want to talk to you guys after you guys have gotten some rest.
Yeah. Yes, please.
I will look out for any infernal activity and we'll kill it on sight.
Great. And if we can we get someone in the network to try to figure out what's going on up in the Neil? And if there's any... I'd like the head of our august organization. What's your, like, Gnome de Guerre? Like, what's your, like, the midnight goddess of...
Oh, I was just known as the devil of the sink.
The devil of the sink.
Yeah.
The illustrious devil of the sink wants a full report on particularly what the Beauteous View is up to and the state of all of our rivals in the town, if we could, first thing.
Sure, yes.
I'm sure
if you
Talenthane's all over it, but...
Yeah, you may want to, if it's of importance in the remainder of this evening while you guys rest, you might want to let him know now, or have him send one of us out, or even have her send one of us out, and we can go from there.
Sure.
I'm stationed here, topside, keeping an eye on things.
Just pass word along to Talenthane while we rest, if you could.
Sure thing.
Thanks.
And he will clarify with you guys when he gets up.
Don't wait up.
And he goes off, continues his patrols, starts to disseminate some of that information among the night crew. And yeah, you make your way down into the captain's quarters. Is it locked? Is it unlocked? Taslinn? Does Feder encounter any resistance coming into this?
No.
Nope. All right, and you walk right in. And
I mean, Nax would not keep anything that he particularly felt like he needed to have locked away in his bedroom. So
okay. I just wasn't sure if you went in there and then locked it to do your shenanigans with moving things around, or if you just kept it unlocked and he could come in.
No.
Okay. Then yes, you guys meet back up. Yusuf, where do you plan on resting before we move on?
I think Galhan's still up on top of the deck, so I'll probably go and just kind of lay against him and take a much needed sleep.
Okay. Unless there's anything else, we will pass the next 6 to 8 hours with rest. Taslinn, if I recall, you don't need sleep.
no, I do not.
Okay.
Not anymore, because I was like, fuck you, trying to give me dreams.
Right.
I do not. So
Okay.
I will pass the time just kind of, shifting things, reading Nax's books. I will also scry.
Okay. And Fedor's down there in the same room with you, too. He
Yeah.
joined you. Okay. So scrying, who, what, where, when, how, why,
Well,
what am I rolling?
of course we're doing Daddy Dearest, who's a negative 15.
Okay. So he rolled a dirty 1. Rolled a 16. He is in the corner of Kiki's ramshackle shack.
I apparently
Hogtied
have
in
not
the corner.
taken notes since the opalescent menagerie.
Yeah, he is
Really?
hogtied in the corner of this ramshackle shack as Fee and Kiki have the quote-unquote bed, which is just a bad mattress on top of another bad mattress. They're resting, cuddling, and he's in the corner, sleeping as best he can. They haven't untied him. Seems like they are, as before, still waiting for word, so they're just chilling there. Kiki seems to be in good hands, and the sight, as you see it from your position of scrying, is kind of sad. Pathetic. At least the Cheshire part of it. And that's what you see.
Is it sad? Is it really sad?
Well, in a pathetic sort of way. But I see your point.
And then we'll do Esfel. She's at a +5,
A +5?
I think.
Nothing formulates.
Son of a bitch.
I rolled really great that time.
But if she wants me to find her, and then little thing.
Little thing.
Yeah.
Which is like a -5?
He's also a +5.
Oh, he's +5. 10?
Yeah, no.
No, you don't get anything?
No, he doesn't make it.
Oh, okay. He is he is playing. Well, no, actually, he's asleep. He's asleep right now. He's being kept warm by a blanket on one of the beds. But what you know about houses that doesn't have blankets, so it's probably just a
Like a tongue folded over.
that sort of thing. Snoring peacefully away like a little one might.
Esfel doesn't know that I'm casting the spell, but if she has like any inkling that I am, she can voluntarily fail it.
But she has to be conscious for that, yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of the wanting it.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
it says it can fail the saving throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed. So I guess that would need some form of consciousness, I guess.
Okay. Noted. That's what you get from those. Yeah. And with the little thing and Hoos, they seem to be, considering how comfortable he looks and he's resting, they seem to be good with each other. So,
Okay.
yeah. That passes your scrying, and we move forward to the... Well, since you guys started roughly around the 5-ish time, we're looking at about 1-ish, 2-ish in the afternoon as you guys wake up to a somewhat hazy afternoon, actually. Top deck. And,
Oh shit, little thing actually doesn't have the +5 anymore, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, and Esfel is a -5, but it doesn't matter. So,
yeah, she rolled great.
yeah, because I've actually met little thing, so now he doesn't have the +5. He's a straight roll now.
Yeah, the new day sees you with new purpose, new plans. What are you guys doing?
Got mug of coffee, deckside, looking out over the town and be like, well, the riots haven't started yet, so that's something. Captain, and I look towards Taz, Yusuf. So we've got a gestating undead wizard somewhere in town. We've got these weird rods that probably need inserted into something. Any news on any of our other fronts, Taz?
No, I still don't really know where Esfel is being held captive. We might have to go break some heads at the Beauteous Few.
Little thing and Kiki okay, as far as we know?
Kiki, of course, is fucking your aunt, so no surprise there.
Ah,
Well, you saw them cuddling.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm making an assumption
Yeah,
here.
Well, that's fine. Listen, the family exercises soft power in a variety of ways.
Yeah, they do.
Feder, you do get a brief notice in the journal, or a
Yep.
note just from Fee, just suggesting what the plan is, and essentially asking, "What's the plan? Can we talk later?"
Sure.
So, kind of trying to get a sense of what to like. She's in a shithole, and you sense the impatience to get out of it.
Right. Did we keep them out of Hoos for a reason?
Oh, Fee?
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
well, she followed Kiki. Kiki was she needed to get some of her things, and she was
Right.
going to go about, and they kind of got waylaid when Cheshire showed up.
Oh, sure.
When Yusuf wakes up, his first order of business is going to get more food.
Okay.
So he'll go down, talk to Vanity real quick, and see what they can cook up, and then the next order of business is to see what is the status of the gnomes coming through.
Okay. Eventually, yeah, Talonthane will start to get you guys together to figure out what the plan is, because he hasn't been made abreast of the situation just yet. So
I'll say to Fee, sit tight, keep an eye on Kiki and the kid. We often other Bonham, and our tales from Kenya, but be wary of unexpected visitors that aren't us.
I am not aware that you were writing that, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
she does immediately respond back, do we have to stay here? Can I take this darling somewhere else?
I'm like,
these darlings somewhere else.
I'm like, you're at house. You're at Hoos, yeah? Question mark.
No, I'm at some random shack above a tavern with a bunch of filthy old people and dirt everywhere.
And I'd be like,
her place.
yeah. I'm like, ew, weird. I was like, that sounds gross. Go to Hoos. He can at least eat anybody who we don't like.
Okay. And that's a very energetic okay. Big
Yes.
big circle, big K, big exclamation point. So she got it loud and clear. She's excited.
And I'm like, low key, if you could, please.
it's red.
Yeah. Should leave my ass on red. That's fine.
The journal equivalent of all that, mind you.
Yeah.
But yes, she doesn't have to get the next word in or keep doing the last word situation. She's fine having you just read with that. And
I don't like it. I hate that I'm like
Well,
not meta-knowledging
if
this, but I don't like it.
Gave us more details about the things you scried on. Maybe we could make better, more informed decisions.
are you guys like walking out of the captain's quarters together? with these thoughts?
I could have sworn that I had mentioned something about like Kiki having come into contact with my dad. But
Yeah, I think
that's been known at
I
least.
think that you. Well, I know that they were fuck. I didn't know that. I don't think I know that
no,
she's holding him captive.
I could have sworn that I said something about.
I think you did. I think you did mention
because
very
I
quickly.
was laughing at the fact that they tied him up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you know basics
Sure.
that he's been tied up. So it's still track that you might not necessarily know they're still there.
Right.
They were just waiting. So yeah.
But I see
But-
the train wreck of Cheshire and Little Thing coming into contact again, and that train wreck happening, and that's what I don't want to happen.
It's like a train wreck you can't see and don't know about, but you know about.
I know.
Meta knowledge. But you guys, like, these are storming your thoughts as you both exit the captain's quarters together. Haven't said a word just yet. You've been writing in the journal.
Right.
And you guys are walking up. And Yusuf Talonthane eventually finds you after you've gotten your food from Vanity, and you basically stationed up near the big moose thing. I'm just brain farting the name. Gallahan?
Gallahan.
Yes. Fuck me. Yeah.
He's an
So
elk.
It's
Elk.
It's basically Galahad, sort of. It's not
Without the D.
It's Galahad.
Galahad without the
with
D.
an N instead of a D.
Had a hand.
You are correct.
It's
So
a
it's-
knockoff Galahad.
It's had a hand. He's got a little stump. He's had a hand. It's a joke. Drew, listen to my joke. It's
Had a hand.
had a hand.
It's just a stump. No, I get it.
Okay.
He never had a hand. It'd be never had a hand because it was just a hoof.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he did have a hand because he gave you a hand.
He gives you a hand a lot if you
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a hand because
He had a hand
gave
because
you
he
the
gave
hand.
it to you.
I want to say that the joke just keeps. We're just digging a hole, but we're not. It's just it's shallow enough that it's just making like a small pool.
Hey Drew.
If it were filled with water.
Hey, Drew.
It's not deep. It just keeps getting wider.
Like a moat? Oh.
Yeah, kinda.
Manganalar.
Make it.
Scene. Int. Manganalar. Int X.
And
Manganalar.
Manganalar is the new exunt.
Manganalar.
It's just at the end of Manganalar. It's the end of every chapter.
Eventually, everyone finds their way to you, Yusuf. Talanthane reaches you with an inquisitive look about him. Taslinn also shows up. Feder also shows up. And yeah, Talanthane looks to all you. So, what's the word? I take it you've solved your issue.
Yes. The
Just
he's
extra.
eating.
Just scene. We're doing scene work.
Walked up to him mid chew. Yes. No. The gnomes should be on their way here. Actually, coming from a roundabout way underneath. The drow have been kind enough to help them make that trip, so we can keep them under wraps.
Well, that does answer another question I had, is if any survived down there.
Yes, I think. What was the total count? Like 30, 35, something like that?
A big number for the gnomes.
I didn't keep track of that.
We have blank coming.
Yeah, we do.
There were, I think, about 4 or so drow who were helping, but the amount of gnomes was uncountable by the DM.
Got it.
So, Dominion turned on him. The drow, that is.
Yes, they did.
All right, so you said they're coming to us, but they're probably taking one of our many paths down through the Underdark.
Yeah, they thought it would probably be a day or two.
Yeah, they're taking the long way. If I had to guess, and based off of any training that we give our new men, that would be the case. I'll get some people together, and we'll see if we can't meet them. And I'll make that my priority, unless you have another request of me. Taslinn, boss.
Oh, say that again.
Boss.
Love it. All right, so I need any and all information you have about safe houses or main operating points of the Beauteous View.
Done. I'll get it for you. In fact, before I leave, I'll get that to you, and I might go myself with a small group of drow to just meet the gnomes, make sure that everyone gets here safely.
Yeah. What's the news around town? Like, what's the general vibe? What news of the king? What news of Bonham? What's like the public facing story of what happened?
It sounds like there was something happened during some operatic show up in the Neil. Some sort of violence, explosion. Weirdly, not a lot of information has made its way down here. There seems to be a wall of information. Haven't had a lot coming down here to us. So it seems like whatever happened up there, and you guys can fill me in if you want or not, we're not getting a lot. It seems like it's kind of been closed up. And if I recall, one of our men mentioned that the lift isn't taking anyone for the next couple of days, up or down from the Neil. The main, the magic elevator that's not really magic, but it is.
Sure.
Yeah. They should just mechanize that shit. Anyway. But yeah. So there's been a stoppage of information. I'm thinking of, we're stretched a bit thinner. I would send one or two up there just through our other means.
That's fair.
But it might also just be that they are trying to keep an embarrassing thing under wraps.
Sure.
Some rumors, though, about something to do with the king. I'm curious if you guys know anything about that.
I just look at Feder.
What, that he's a goddamn zombie? Is that what it is?
Come again?
Yeah, because he's a goddamn zombie.
Like full on.
So, I have both Taslinn and Feder just make the pantomime of the zombie, like just very quickly, like, and Talanthane stares at them both.
You have those, right? Like they usually like
God.
They put them in. I don't know what they do here, but like we used to put them at coat check at parties at the tower. No, they're just no.
Yusuf definitely like as he's eating, as he laughs in his food.
He's an undead puppet of Bonham.
Huh.
Yeah. Shocking.
That is definitely
Is it,
among.
though?
I mean, that guy's got big lich energy. Like,
Sweet titty Christ.
I love it. Talanthane leans forward. I would expect something would go on with the king and Bonham. Is he still on the chessboard, as it were?
Mostly.
Mostly?
so
Like
here's
his hand?
Well, no, no, it's more like Bonham was king, queen, castle, rook, pawn.
So he's got his fingers on the whole.
Bishop, you're missing Bishop.
he had several simulacra around the town. I'm sure you've heard of Bonhart and
Yes.
all the same dude, right? So we've managed to, as best we know, we've bested him and the two other known simulacra of him that were operating around town.
Okay.
And now we have a feeling, given our kind of knowledge about how this generally works, is he's probably like gestating in a hold or a keep or a coffin buried somewhere. So there's a ticking clock on us, you know. Who
Probably something
knows?
to do with his tower up there in the Neil.
Oh, the tower, yes.
But
That's right.
if you want, I can. Depends on how you want to play this, Taslinn. Because I'm gonna go with a few down to meet the other gnomes and the drow soldiers down there. But I can spare one. I can spare one to go up, try to sneak into the Neil to try and just scope.
You're fine.
If
Nope.
nope, no scope.
Nope. Scope.
I will, again,
Scope is a nope.
We'll default to the boss. I can put... We're not fully without means and resources in town. I'll put someone on it.
Okay. I will then lean on your expertise on that. And Taslinn, I'll get you that information about safe houses and other information.
Particularly places where they might have been interrogations, places of favorites for interrogations or punishment and captivity and yeah, things like that. Pain house. That's what I'm looking for.
Yes.
Direct me to your pain house.
Do
With pleasure.
you have any idea if there's any secret way to Bonham's tower?
Secret? No. It's easy to get to the Neil, but from our explorations, there hasn't been any sort of way into that particular place. Especially once you start to get within past that, it's been so long since I've been up there, but that garden-y kind of area.
Outside the castle, you mean?
Outside the castle, and then you kind of go off the ways a little bit, and then you have the tower down there. We kind of can get about where that garden-y area in front of the castle is.
Drew, if there's a way to get a hold of your old friend, she seemed to have a way out of the castle, remember? We didn't utilize it, but perhaps we can use it to get back in.
Yeah, the secret exit was from the rear, right? I'm not talking about the castle. I'm talking about his tower specifically.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
from the Underdark or
What you're thinking is with Zephina, she's able to get in and out of the castle the palace
Yeah.
where the king is, not necessarily the tower. There seems to be kind of a...
There was also something about the sewers, and I'm not particularly relishing smelling like shit.
That's not to say that there isn't the possibility that there could be a way to get in from down there. It's just that there might be a lot of shit. And he smirks. Because he knows you enough to know that that is not an ideal option for Taslinn.
No. Especially not with the new, outfit. Let's not wreck that.
Oh my god.
Well, we don't want to wreck another outfit. We got to at least give it a few sessions.
Pretty much all of my armor and clothing is now somewhat fireproof.
Yeah, it is locked in for this last tier of play.
Oh yeah.
No more costume changes. Speaking of which, a big masquerade ball. No, just kidding. Yeah, okay, so we'll get that. I'll get that for you now, and I'll leave you guys to it. And again, glad you guys are okay. You're safe, and that this infernal thing of yours, Yusuf, didn't get much worse.
Yeah, no, we kind of nipped it in the bud as soon as we could. Thankfully.
Well, if there's any remnants, I would recommend you wipe it all out if you can.
As far as we know.
And he's speaking as someone who is not exactly versed in infernal things, but you get a sense that he's thinking, leave no stone unturned. Mm-hmm. If there is even a hint of something that could come back, get rid of it now.
I mean, we got rid of all of them.
Yeah. Well, there's one turned to stone at our hold or keep underground as a statue.
Yeah, but that had been there for a very long time, hadn't it?
But from what we know from the prophecies and stuff, that person was probably part of this kill squad. Not on the directive to get you necessarily.
Because of the bookie book.
Yeah. But that person
image in the
was...
Well, right. But I mean, for all intents and purposes, she is... she's off the board.
She's off the
she's
board,
there.
yeah.
I mean, because the ones that we killed, quote unquote, they just got sent back. So they're still on the board, but they're not on the material.
If we smash the statue, would that essentially...
Well, part of me is wondering if there wasn't some sort of weird kill switch where... I mean, there were other people petrified. Maybe I'm getting conspiracy
I'm
theory
such a
brain.
90s kid, though, because you said kill switch and I immediately went engaged.
Yep.
Taz, we should maybe scry in on home on our friendly little robot the next time you sit down to do that, just to make sure that there's not a rebirthed tiefling running amok in our
I mean, that's an
house.
easy thing to do right now, and I even pull it out and I do a little bit of a crystal ball thingy, channel my David Bowie from the Labyrinth.
Yeah, can we look in on our Ring doorbell, John? Can we just check the feed on our Ring doorbell?
Funny thing, that wasn't actually Bowie's hands doing the...
No, I know.
crystal stuff.
I absolutely know. It was
great.
It was somebody coming around doing the under the armpits thing.
Weirdly, they did the same thing with his codpiece too.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. That's
No,
all.
that's
Bowie.
all him. I know because
See,
I'm
also the man who fell to earth.
Oh yeah. I am in a Facebook group that is literally dedicated to David Bowie's crotch in the Labyrinth. That's
Magical.
all it is.
So Flotsam is the bot you're thinking
Yes.
of. I had to remind myself of that because it's been so long.
Sweet Flotsam.
Basically,
Flotsam and Jetsam.
Flotsam and Sunny are the ones running that place, keeping it safe from whatever, keeping it up, cleaning it up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So you're gonna scry in on Flotsam
Yes.
specifically.
Yeah. Yes.
Can you? I forget. I think they can be not real, right? They can be
Oh
material.
yeah. I can scry on objects.
Okay,
If it's an object though, it gets no roll.
it just passes.
It just passes.
Well, thanks. I don't get very many opportunities to roll. All right. So yeah, you successfully scry in on Flotsam, and your sensor follows him as he goes about cleaning things up. He still seems to be keeping a Roomba's pathing to kind of try to keep things clean, very automated, and every now and then you'll see him pass by the garden-y, kind of like where all the statues were in the top left.
Do we sometimes get notifications that he's stuck on a cliff?
Oh my god.
He's just banging. He's just down banging against the anvil.
Yeah.
Just like bang.
Just Roombaing his
Bang.
best life.
I mean, you gotta cut. So you gotta. I mean, this is modern technology, so it's all right. He's got some good pathing going on, some good AI operating him. And doesn't get quite stuck. You'll every now and then he'll pass by that garden area, or not the garden area, the big area where the cathedral-esque place was, where you fought the big corpse flower.
Yeah.
And you'll see Sunny making it livable, getting rid, like fixing the ground, making it green, doing druid shit, and seems to be happy and contented. And you'll see,
and
it takes about.
all the statues are where they should be.
Yep, they are cleaned off. They are dusted. They are given reverence and care, and even see that as he's passing by and kind of looks at what Sunny's doing. She's taking great care to keep them in good condition, even so far as just placing a hand on them every now and then. And then you see the other parts of your hold, and they seem to be fine. Not very active, although you do see. Let's see. Roll me a perception check, because this is almost a quick glance. As the sensor is going around, you're looking, and there's something quick that you might or might not see.
Do you want like an active perception, or is that would be kind of more passive?
Remind me of your passive again.
14.
14?
I mean, this is not just visible to me. Like, it's in the ball. So,
Okay.
like, Feder can also see it.
Okay. With your passive at 14, you catch something, but it's hard to say what. You would need to then roll a more active perception to gather it before it's gone away.
Yeah.
Feder probably is going to see a little bit more of that on that. And I can give you guys both the information. Definitely Feder, depending on what we roll. I'm also just trying to load up what I see here.
Well, since I actually know it's there, could I do an investigation instead? Could I try and investigate to see what it is?
I will allow it.
Hey, I got a 28.
Okay, I got a 24. You see nothing.
Got a 14.
14. So you both, with your investigation, something catches you, Feder. You've already started to grok what it is. You do see, chilling in the main area where the statue is also where, if anyone was visiting when this place was in its heyday,
It would have been in the foyer.
it would be in the foyer. That's that big area with the statue. You do happen to see a female drow, tall, regal, standing around, looking at the statue, looking at things, almost guest-like. Nothing really malicious, just waiting. And you happen to see also a gnome, but and I'm drawing a blank. What? Not a gnome, but a Underdark gnome.
Snibberfiend?
Surf Neblin, yeah.
Surf Neblin.
Surf Neblin.
Surf Neblin.
Neblin.
I knew it was weird. It had a V in there, and I
Surf Neblin.
can't pronounce it. But you see one who, what are they? They're in a cloak and robes. You know, their hood is off. They seem to be eyeing the drow with interest. And then you also see a Dwergar. And they all seem to just be at a kind of, we're here for business. We didn't really expect we would be here at the same time. But they seem to be in a sort of, well, we're here. Almost like either it was Sunny or somebody else. Like they seem to be a bit sheepish. Like, oh, we were fighting and then someone said, shut up and get over it. You're waiting.
Great.
Do we have like a quick way to bounce back there and then like boop boop?
I'm trying to remember.
I don't.
Don't
I can't
think we do.
I don't think I can. Can I cast
There's
Dimension Door?
Wait, no,
That's
because
not Dimension Door. That's
No.
Teleport.
that's teleport. There's a teleportation circle
Yes.
that we just need a teleportation circle that can get us back to that teleportation circle. Where did we port into?
The castle.
You guys came into Fee's bedroom.
Fee's
Yes.
bedroom.
And I think, if I recall, and I got to double check this stat-wise, I think Fee brought you in.
Right.
So-
So Fee would know how to get us back.
Does Sky Point have like a public one that is?
Yeah, no.
I mean, maybe, but it's probably in the Neil, right? Somewhere? Maybe in Brownhouse
I sit there and my eye twitches for a second. And then I am going to very quickly pivot on my heel and walk back to Nax's quarters. And start moving shit that is in corners. Like, not even slightly, just straight up, just get out of the way. Because I have a sneaking suspicion he's hiding something. If anybody's gonna have a teleportation circle, it will be him.
Right.
I mean, they're not small. They're like 10 feet wide.
Sure.
Understandable, but he would still find
Figure out a way
something
to
to put on top of it.
Big rugs. We're looking for big rugs.
Big rugs, armoires.
Investigation. Depending on how much you toss the room and how like aggressively, it's an investigation with advantage.
Taz, you want
If you're just in there moving things around, be like, I don't care.
Oh no, I'm tossing it.
Taz, you want a hint?
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
The female drow, that's not the same one we ran into in the Underdark on our way to
No,
the one that was moving with the scouting party.
no. This is a
new
this is a royalty. A
Well,
priest, if they communicate this to you, first of all, if they communicate it to you, she is regal. She is either a high daughter of a matron. Like there is a regality to her that the scout female drow lacked.
Got it.
So this was it kind of almost looked like emissaries in a way.
Right.
Diplomatic,
Like a diplomatic situation.
Like we have deals for you, but they all arrived. They may have arrived at different times, but they all arrived eventually together. And so there's tensions there.
Hey, remember when I may have started to go through business dealings with the Underdark? That scouting party, I think. Maybe. I feel like this might be on me. So
I got a 22 for
I got a 29.
You toss the room. It is a disaster, but you don't find anything, unfortunately. That
I
is
literally in my mental barrier just like look at like the mental image of Nax and be like, really? Out of everything that you could have had, a teleportation circle is not one of the things that you have?
He could have invested in that, yeah.
You just there's a feint in the back of your mind. It was on my to-do list. and you just get floods of images of just like always like a teleportation thing would be nice. Quick, we got to deal with something. Oh, okay, I'll put it aside. Or I should get into the teleportation thing. Sir, we have something we need to talk about. Like you just suddenly get flashes after flashes, like image card of just it was on the to-do list, and then it just kept getting pushed down and pushed down and pushed down.
Motherfucker.
So.
Magical items and magical titties are not things to come ahead of a teleportation circle. Just saying.
Listen, it's true.
You hear
Is it though?
You feel a, are you sure? And almost like a weird sort of like, see what you think about it. Your own titties are shown back to you in reverse like a mirror.
Hilarious. Hilarious. But is the implication there that they're not real? That they're
No, they're just
magically enhanced?
And there is a chuckle in the back of your mind. He's saying they're magical.
No. Be like, yeah, that's in your head, right? Be like,
I'm a little
wow,
too annoyed by
Nax
that
is a little bit
comment.
of a cornball.
Like, there's a tiny little blush that comes up, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
also a little bit too annoyed to take that compliment for the compliment that it is currently.
Right.
Sure.
And the chuckling to himself fades to the back of your mind and quiets out of your perception. But he is amused. There's amusement and
All right.
playfulness. I mean, he's just a soul in your mind, chilling in the background.
He probably has deep enjoyment over that as well.
You know next.
All right.
But yes, so there's nothing there. It was on the to-do list. Nothing quite so exciting as a teleportation circle. It is an investment to get one of those things set up to that extent.
Well, maybe it's these pouches, but I'm getting antsy. So, where we go to Hoos? We go to the Neil. Is there somewhere else? Do we want to go to the Beauteous View? Rescue Asvel first? I'm ready to stab something.
I need Esvel is of top priority for me because she looked like on the verge of being murdered.
Murdered.
Fuck, I really hate how Trumpish that sounded.
Murder.
Listen, guys. Murder.
Murder.
It's gonna be a great murder. The best murder.
We will torture her so good.
My God.
We use the best implements.
Oh god, now we're gonna go into monarch territory.
Oh my god.
Minions!
Bring me my torture implements.
Yes, as well as a top priority because she was on the verge. She was very close and looked like she was on the verge of being ready to be murdered. So
You can always try to scry again if you think she won't roll. But, I mean, later in the day. You rolled her at like...
yeah, it's only every 24 hours. So
Okay, well.
yeah.
Then no.
So I need that information from Taslinn.
Yes. And Taslinn does give you a well put together...
What is his face when he walks into the room all like fucked up and
We're just
and, like,
throwing.
yeah, but everything is like fucked up except for around the bed where Nax's body is still laying. It's just chilling.
He walks in, looks around, looks at you, hands you a nice leather-bound book of records, sighs, lets you take the book, and he just leaves.
I yell after him. Why didn't you get a teleportation circle, Taslinn?
You hear, I heard it was on the list.
I kick some papers after him. Okay.
And yeah, so you have the main dossier of information about Beauteous Few holdings, different buildings. They have a few, and you're looking through it, I assume.
Yes.
While we're at it, investigation check. Is Feder with you? He can help if you wish.
Yeah.
Then can help out with that.
Nat 20, John, so 26.
26. Critical success.
Fantastic.
Baldur's Gate style.
I only got a 24. So.
Oh, well, my God.
I got a natural 20.
Yusuf is there too,
which
looking
I think is a 21.
You've got the book open and suddenly just like over your shoulder is Yusuf.
Yusuf, better.
he's breathing.
One side, the other side.
Yeah.
It's like, did you find the teleportation circle? Oh, what's this?
Yeah.
I just like the open book. I'm looking at it, and the second he says, "Did you find the teleportation circle?" I just smack him in the face with the papers and go back to looking at it.
You see, their holdings are what you might expect. There's a few different warehouses that seem to serve different functions, but they don't seem to be of a size or a scope that, well, you can't really hide a torture place there. You need something that no one's going to accidentally walk into. All these buildings seem to have like a plausible deniability of, well, if the city were to walk in, we just show that we know we show that we know the king, that sort of thing. Kind of like, you can't get too secretive in some of these places, but you do know that there's a lot of information about the main bathhouse that serves as the Beauteous Few headquarters, that there is more to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say anything that realistically could have something underground.
Yeah, there seems to be notations that there are possible underground rooms built, like areas underneath the main headquarters. That seems to be, as you look at kind of the picture, and it even has lines and its own little map, a lot of unimportant shenanigans seem to be what cover up for what's going on in the main centralized headquarters. They seem to have dealings that, if that's the focus of the city or some do-gooder, everyone's focusing on that outwardness, and their eyes are off the main bathhouse. And that seems to be what the dossier has gathered together. They're holding everything close and using like flare in dogfights in the air, like the chaff that gets blown up. They're doing that outward with all their holdings.
So I snap it closed, and I'm like, well, we're going to. Yep. Hold on. Let me think about this. Brain does not want to work. Okay. So I snap it closed, and I'm like, well, I guess we're, right on his nose. I guess we're going to a bathhouse.
It's about time. It's been a while.
Ready to take your clothes off, Yusuf?
Listen, this cane only does so much.
you know.
I've been trying not to say anything.
I've got a musk. I quite like it, but it is starting to, yeah.
I mean, on your own, it's wonderful, but
Sure.
added with this guy, and I just kind of thumb towards Yusuf, and I'm
Listen.
like,
Right.
there's like a mustiness that ends up happening because of his Pooh Bear
Sure.
pants and the hair, and it just. I mean, at least you groom.
That's true. I do a lot of. Hey, gang. So
I feel ganged up on, and it's not nice.
it could be nice.
I'm sorry, Yusuf.
Yusuf, we love you.
I'm gonna go find some sheep shears.
Hold on.
Careful.
Gang, how do we feel about perhaps sending a representative of the family to
Not Fee.
to entertain our guests at the Fallhold temporarily?
I mean, your aunt knows her way around the place, so
That's true.
The one that you smacked with your sword.
yes.
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, but I don't. Again, I know it's.
Although I'm
I don't-
hesitant to give her any sort of control
No.
of the area. A title would do that. If
Sure.
we are, I mean, he's looking at you like you know this.
Yes, I
Any
fully-
words of power giving her a title of possession of the place.
No, we wouldn't do any of that. Like, just to fully just show up in our stead and
I mean,
see what they
even
want.
a steward would be probably dangerous.
We're not giving her a title.
Yeah, Sunny's not gonna do any of that shit. I'd trust Flotsam before she did. Just no offense, but I think we need to get, because if the implication is that no one is there, we're gonna come back to
A full house.
an army. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the only, because I feel like we've got a very full plate right now.
We can have his aunt go check on the drapery.
Yeah. But I want a consensus here.
So many different jokes to be made about this.
I thought you were going to go handle your drapery.
Well, there wouldn't be anything to check on them, would there?
It seems
For the
as
for
though
the reader, for the listeners, really, Yusuf and Taslinn are just in a stare
the floor.
contest.
It
I mean,
seems
it
as
would be, but I haven't blinked yet, and you've done it multiple times.
though the accoutrements of the floor
Like right now, just then.
are similar to the accoutrements of the window dressing.
God damn it.
Magic missile.
All right. So, are we good here? Because this, I don't. Listen. I might regret this, but it's the only thing I can think of right now. Because we don't even know. We have to get to. We got to deal with the Beauteous View. Bonham's gonna be reborn as Super Bonham here if we don't get to his tower. Fee.
Sorry, I love that imagery.
Super Bonham.
We've got a sentient house caring for a child. And Fee's getting bored. So all of these are very bad.
Yes, no, it is literally a ticking time bomb.
Okay,
of
so
multiple.
I'll get the journal out and
When you put it that way, Feder, I'd be stressed too. I'm the DM.
Oh my god.
We apparently need to really saddle on to this proprietary technology that Bonham has and just have multiples of
we need
that
several
we can,
ones
like,
of us.
Some of them will
dear.
stay at
Please,
the...
no.
And then, yeah.
My doctor prescribed calm emotions is not working right now. It's 5 milligrams every morning. So yeah.
If we had a way to get them back there, the gnomes could stay there.
Yeah, that's a great idea. How
At
do
least that way the place would have people in it.
I mean, how do they feel about mopping? Sorry, I have very high standards. Listen,
I love that that's your
I'm a
crush.
first-time homeowner, but the house I grew up in was quite nice. I'm sorry. Yusuf, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have said it. It's very unkind. Listen, I'm sorry.
Tony is wheezing, y'all. Like she's just
That was
losing it.
unkind. Look, it was a knee-jerk response. I fully apologize. They don't have to. Maybe they could just do some
Flotsam cleans the place fine. I mean, it's
gardening. Yeah, but the more of them, there's gonna be more of a mess. Like it's an exponential thing, you know. It's not being lived. You know what I mean?
It was just.
You don't have to explain it. You know what? Don't even try. Just keep breathing.
It was just the mopping.
The mopping.
How do they feel about mopping?
Gang, I love all of you, and I love doing this. I don't know what else to say.
God.
Which one am I? It's not.
I'm
TMX.
getting an ab workout from this.
Yeah.
And unclench. All right.
Who's Noodle Boy's paramour, John? Why can't I think of this?
It's your aunt,
It's my aunt, but which one?
Oh,
the stuck-up one.
Yeah, the stuck-up one.
the TMEC.
TMX.
not-
Yes, it's TMX.
No, TMX, the mean one. I thought.
Definitely not TMX though,
Where's
because she
my
was not
notes?
mean.
I mean, she enjoyed you slapping her ass with your Holy Avenger while you read her poems.
Because Igny's the soldier,
Oh, Igny. Okay, yeah.
and
so
she
it
wouldn't
is
wouldn't
TMX.
necessarily care about Noodle Boy unless she could hit him.
No,
but
it was TMX. It's TMX.
Yeah, it's TMX. I remember
So,
that.
Green Journal open.
I've only met TMX and Fee. I have
Yeah.
not met anybody else.
Okay. Green
It's
Journal.
like you're trying to hide me from your family, Fetter.
You don't want to meet. Listen. Well, we killed the one's boyfriend, so that's not great.
Yeah.
We also don't want to meet her.
He's fine. He's just recongealing back in.
Yeah,
Technically, Yusuf killed him.
yeah, that's very true.
Yep.
Fee's on her best behavior, which is, I don't want to be crass, is a ticking time bomb. That's not going to last much longer. So Tiamat and the Noodle Boy are probably our best bet. I hate every part of this. Journal. Private channel, John.
Okay.
Private cipher.
You don't want to put this out in the general Discord.
No, this is dear family, historically famous giant castle, currently unattended. Yeah, no. Yeah, so Tiamat.
We're putting this out for lease.
Oh man, we're just trying to Airbnb it. Yeah. Who says no one can hold the Fallhold? You can for one night only for the low price. Oh my god.
This is actually a really bad idea.
Next door to a fallen city.
Yeah, it's worse to not have somebody there. Just Tiamat. Hey, bestie. No.
Yeah, that would get you an immediate like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dearest Aunt Tiamat, which I believe will probably carry the same weight as
Dearest Aunt Tiamat.
dealing with fee and upheaval in Sky Point. Have been made aware that a cadre of drow emissaries, seemingly royalty, have shown up.
It's not just because there's just one, isn't there?
A Drow royalty, a Sperf Neblin.
Someone.
And a Drogar.
And a Drogar. Right. So I'll just
Is it
say,
just the three, or do they have retinue as well?
Oh,
I'm sure.
I'm sure they do, but that wasn't seen in the.
I don't think they're traveling alone. This will carry my point.
Yeah.
You can do a history check after this.
Yeah. Have arrived and announced at the Fallhold and are looking to have an audience with someone. Would you be available to check in on the house and see what they want until we can make our way there?
We're family. Could you just check on the plants, maybe water them, and say hi to the
Feed the
emissaries that
cat.
are there?
Feed the cat. Feed the Roomba. Make sure that the robot is not in the corner.
And then away from, just in shy parentheses, I put, I may have intoned that we may want to start up dealings in the Underdark again with the family. Ellipsis.
And that sends out.
Yeah.
And you don't immediately see red, but you get that it's sent out. So there might be a moment or two.
Right.
I'll let you know when it's red, but it might be red, and then like, how do I respond to that? Like,
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah,
this might take a minute.
Yeah, I would be more nervous if there was an immediate response to this.
Yeah, actually, I'm already here. What?
You turn on like Find My Book, and she's at Fallhold.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's there.
No, I was joking.
Okay, I was like, oh fuck.
Sorry,
well,
I was
quick.
I was riffing off of
You could just see her like at dinner with everybody
But also-
else and be like, "Hey, I gotta go check on something," and just like
Samantha, you're here.
Yeah.
Shit.
Also, I know this doesn't make any sense, but I draw a line at Find My Book in this situation.
Oh,
Even though
sure.
there's mechanically you're able to, but like,
Right. No, I listen.
like we've got read receipts on your
John,
journals.
I would never ask for it, John. I would never ask for it.
John, would you? No.
John, remember the thing I said?
Hey, John.
Buddy, dearest
Buddy,
DM.
old pal.
Hey,
So,
John.
yeah.
Had a hand, John. Had a hand.
Or a hoof.
No? Had a hoof.
Had a hoof. Had a hoof. Had a hoof.
Drew, I love you.
So yes, that message goes out,
Great.
and it is pending. I mean, it's been received. It has reached its destination. It has not been read or noticed just yet.
Bubbles.
And you know that, and
Bubbles.
Feder,
Nothing.
Feder, you know that given everything you've put in that message, this will take a minute. You'll probably have a little bit of time.
The thing about occupying an underground fortress known for hostile takeovers is that you're gonna get visitors of all kinds. This collection of drow, dark gnomes, and duergar should probably be attended to sooner rather than later. And there's also Taslinn's troubles, which certainly are not decreasing. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Something to come back for, right? Save some for next time. Because you're gonna want to come back for more of these demon days.
The drow patrols around the Mysterio recognize you pretty quickly. More specifically, Taslinn, and they let you in.
I'm sorry, is this annoying you?
Water.
Trying to open my tea. God damn it. There.
He's not done.
Oh, wait.
Nope, do it now.
Do it now. I have stopped.
Everything stopped, so now is the time to do it.
We're staring at you.
There we go.
Does the next part of the lid also make noise?
Yes, it does.
Bye.
And now drink. Pause for drinking noises.
Wasn't mixed.
Podcasting.
Guys, there's gonna be like a 20-minute blooper at the end of this episode. Stand by for that.
We are getting nothing done today.
You are going to make it a
Sleep.
quarter through the city.
Sleep.
And yeah, unless there's anything else, you guys. Unless there's anything else, you guys.
Unless there's anything else, would you shut up, dog? God. Abigail. Hush. Cardi B, the kobold.
Bye.
Bye.
The Fallhold needs immediate attention.
Honey bunches of poems.
What? Honey bunches of poems. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Hey bestie. No, I'm not gonna say that. Dearest.
Hey. Jet black to like auburn.
Man. You're on that Just for Men train, Drew. You gotta start.
Can you imagine all the work that would be to upkeep grays out of my beard?
Oh,
I was
sure.
doing it. Like,
Yeah.
before we did Wolfhound, anytime I'd see a silver hair, I'd just be like, nope, dink,
Dink.
gone.
Oh, no.
Then I had to shave, and everything came back in all at once, and it was just like, we're here now. I'm like, God damn it.
We live at this place. Oh, that's...
Just infuriating.
Just
Going to Moose, and I was like, you guys can go to Moose.
Right.
But I'm gonna.
right. That's what I was. I thought that we were gonna go back to the menage a trois.
I feel like. Okay, there we go. I can hear
Bangalore.
myself.
The Mangalar.
Check, 1 2. Bum bum bum.
Yeah, you guys ended with deciding to go that way. Go back to the Manganalar.
Beauteous view.
To-
Beauteous view.
Did you plug in?
Mangalar.
I plugged in. I don't have a screen up, really.
1 2 beauteous
But I might.
view. 3
Who
4.
knows?
Manganalar. 1 2
Oh, wait,
beauteous
now
view.
it's-
3 4 Manganalar.
Ease.
The D
The
and
D&D's nuts.
That's a different one.
that is a very different game.
That's our After Dark show. D&D's testicles. Doesn't have quite the rhyme. Okay.
Manganalar.
Manganalar.
Manganalar
Donuts,
downtown.
You screwed up the first time.
Manganalar downtown, walking fast, eating ass, and I'm homebound. Deedly deedly dee, deedly 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 dee. Black as midnight, black as pitch, blacker than the foulest witch.
Black as midnight, black as pitch. I'll make you my bitch.
It's not the line.
Sign me up. Where do we sign up?
It totally is.
Where do we sign up for this?
You already did.
I'll make you my.
Until we meet again, He-Man.
Can't spell advertisements without semen between the tits. Until we meet again.
You fucker.
What happened? Oh,
I yawned.
damn it!
No.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck me.
This would be just like 4 hours
There are definitely lots of people out there that would happily do that.
So, listen,
Hi.
donations can be made at thesedemondays.com.
I mean, Feder is very clearly a fan favorite.
Well, we do what we can.
All right.
It is really loud.
It's the video's not cutting off you talking.
I am going to stick that resin penis in your ear.
I have protection.
Yeah, the resin
I
penises
can
are
get
real
around
though,
it.
too, guys.
Would you
can
give
get
him
around
levels,
it.
please?
I'm trying to.
No, you're good. You're good. So, banter. Federer.
Hello, I am now engaging in very non-threatening banter, and I am going to attempt to not upset anyone at the table. Everyone like me, please. Everyone. Uh-oh, is this therapy? Oh, no.
So levels around kind of the volume.
Yes, okay, fine. Yes.
So the volume
Rasp,
at where you're at,
rasp.
a little louder.
Little louder.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
great. I can do that.
Then we should be good. And we're.
Stage whisper.
I rolled a 6, which is actually a 10, which is actually a 31.
Yeah. Ta-da.
Rogue shit.
Road shit, baby.
Whisper.
Rogue shit. Damn. All right. Let's get the coughs out of the way. Bye.
Bye.
All right. We all good? I'll give us a countdown and then like just a second or two of silence for my edit.
Mangalar.
Manganalar downtown.
Alar.
All right, we got this.
Alert.
We got this session.
Alert.
It'll be great. We got this.